Hello, everyone. You're watching me, Nikki Yu, also known as Facelesstrader, here in our awesome 10x channel. For this is your first time, take note that we provide daily Philippine market updates for you here in YouTube. Just subscribe, click the bell for all the notifications. This is every day, 1 p.m. onwards. For today, June 15, 2020, we are seeing that the Philippine markets lone green counterparts was Mary Mart and Double Dragon. These two names have defied gravity, with gravity going down 4.8% in response to the 6% drop of US indices last Thursday. Let's see, because Friday it was Independence Day holiday, so we are reacting today about that drop. Take a look at the stock quotation. If you look at all the trades, the top traded names today, everything is in the red except for two names, which is the IPO of Mary Mart. Today is the listing, June 15, and the other Double Dragon name, which is also Ed Garcia founded, which is DD. So there, as you could see from my screen, everything is red except for these two, which are the lone green counterparts. You could say that is an idiosyncratic anomaly. So that is really just or Mary Mart lifting that one company sentiment versus the entire world and the entire Philippine market dropping down. So let's read the numbers. You could see BDO today is down 6 pesos, closing at 99. So previously was trading at 105. Now it's down 6 pesos, or down 6%. You've got your BPI, as we said, it hit resistance near 77 to 80. Now it's trading 10 peso lower at 68 pesos, or 7% down for the day. You've got Jollibee slightly going down, not yet too much, 144.2, but unable to defy gravity as the entire Philippine market is falling down. Ayala Land is falling 1 peso 60 cents, 4% down. Dito is down 5%. SM Prime is down big, 7.8%, closing at 30 peso 65 cents. You've got URC falling down 4%, 136.7. JG Summit falling 6% to about 61. GT Capital, after a double top resistance at 500 peso above, closes down 5% to 462. You've got ICT down 3%, 99.6. Metro Bank 38. Security Bank down 3%, 100 bucks. AGI below 7, 6.9. SM going down from about 1,000 a week ago to about 915, now down 3%. Mega Road 3.3, Meralco 285, Pure Gold unchanged but still down 2.5%, 45.2. Globe to 160, Macro Asia falling down from about 7 levels, now at 6.1, 6.87% down. So in general, you could see that this is a general sentiment drop with the entire world falling down. To be honest, you could see that the Philippines is following the US markets last Thursday. And with the airlines sinking down, you've got the Philippine markets as a whole dropping on into the red. From a statistics standpoint, let's take a look. Your index market value is now down to about 7. Market value is still healthy, still 7.3 billion pesos, but the declines are outnumbering your advancers, with 178 selling and 39 advancing. Only one strong market move today, which is Mary Mart. All the rest going down, with a lot of losers. I guess the important thing to ask yourself with these 8% drops, take a look if we can see a risk reward ratio of a bounce rebound, or is the market gonna continue going south? Let's take a look from your charts. As you could see, PSEI is down to 6,163. Let's take a look one by one. Okay, so your index is really showing resistance here at about 6,500. And with Ayala Land dropping, SM Prime, it's noteworthy to check if your index would have a higher low at about 6,000 or at about 5,500. Is it deeper or shallow? So for us to know the indication for that, you have to check whether Ayala Land gets supported here at about 34 to 32, or will it be lower here at 30 pesos? That's your index names that you have to check to see if the overall market will have a buyer at a higher low. For Ayala Corp, as you could see, this is a full uptrend. This is a strong recovery from about 400 to about 800 or 100% move. Will it get bought here at about 720 to 680? Abangan that level. Let's take a look at that level. You can see that SM, of course, has rallied almost 100% as well, from about 500 to 1,000. It's noteworthy to check if SM will get bought out here at about 840 to 880. So a few 5% drops would likely give a risk-reward ratio for the bulls, but it's important to see if the bulls will really react at that level. Of course, SM Prime falls very bad south today at about 30 pesos. Let's take a look whether you got supported here at about 30 or about 29 to 28. So SM Prime is nearing your recent support. We have to check if those levels will get bought. Recently, we also saw that there are some names that have strongly advanced. All Home Corporation went from about 5 to about 850 after reporting good earnings. It's important to see whether the 650 areas of your home, All Home, will be a higher low for this name after a surprising income and sales report. Now, you're seeing that your good names are also falling down. Take a look whether your URC can go from about 130 to 125, whether there is support there. You could see that this had become a higher low supports here, so we have to take note about those names. AEV drops 8% down today. Let's see. AEV went from about 29 to about 52, a strong recovery move. If the market is willing to buy at about 6,000 index, you should be seeing AEV getting support here at about 42. So the risk reward is going to be better if we go nearer to about 6,000, and even better if it really gets supported there. You might need to check whether a few 3-5% is a likelihood for your buying areas. Of course, financials fell down. We have seen that financial were the weakest, and seeing that all of these financials are falling down, we can see that Security Bank could fall here at about 90 again. We don't know if, as you could see, the market sentiment with financials is very high. Sorry, the risk rating for financials is very high. They're perceived weak. So any drops, we have to check if it's gonna get supported at lower levels. It got supported here at about 80. Will it get supported at 90, or should it go down back to 80? It's a question mark as of now. With VDO, and also a question mark whether we get support here at 90. As it sees, that means that this was a double top here at about 110. Usually, weak rallies are getting retested at a lower drop. So it dropped here at about 85. We can check if it gets supported at about 90 or 85. You want to check it out. So of course, mining was the least loved sector. With the market falling down, we are seeing Semirara go down again. Check if the 12 area is supported. So as long as it falls near that support, check first if the market will be willing to buy. Of course, DMC is the largest owner of Semirara. So we want to check if 4 pesos here for DMCI is going to get bought out. It's really more of a wait and see, given that your Philippine market has not yet shown support. It's a question whether we get supported here at about 5.9, or will it become deeper here at about 5.5? So since we have 2 areas of support, it is very difficult to ascertain whether it is time to buy or not. So for now, everyone is in a wait and see mode. Everyone's still watching whether the market in itself is going to get a breather, a deeper pullback, and so forth. We don't see enough. Of course, the chart today, which is Mary Mark, is 50% up. But you cannot chart that, as it's really based on sentiment right now. So it's more about people betting on the jockey rather than the horse, as we are seeing that Mary Mart hasn't yet it's more of a concept stock, so it's very hard to ascertain what happens to that. It could go up, it could go down. It's very difficult to say. It's a PSE trading debut, so it lists in the market. That's all we know for now. Volume is big, 250 million pesos today, 250 million shares. Okay, it's really a big red day. What else? Is there news? Okay, let's take a look. Actually, there's news that Philinvest is giving dividends. So just note that Philinvest already paid. They pay about 6 centavos a year. So at 1 peso below, you might want to check whether the properties are gonna have are gonna get bought out in the next couple of days. I think it's really more of a wait and see for the market, as we are following, of course, the U.S. markets for clarity and direction. So it's not easy to give give any recommendations for the day. It's more like a wait and see process. But for the companies that you might want to check out on, given that they have been giving a drop and a pullback, which we kind of expect given this rally has been very fast, you want to check whether the weakest links, like the airlines, such as weakest links related to airlines, could rally stronger. As you could see, JG Summit went from about 48 to 68. Check if it's going to get bought somewhere here at about 52. So these are the names that you want to watch for risk reward ranges. Of course, Cebu Pacific, if it falls somewhere here at about 40 or 36, you might want to check it out, as well as your Macro Asia if it goes down back to about $5, 5 pesos, sorry. So right now, it's really about checking what the market looks like. Everything is the same. They look the same. It peaked at about June 9, falling down here at about June 15. It could fall further. So this is a question mark whether mining names will continue falling back to 170 or 160. So as you can see, it's deeper for the weaker names, and it's shallower for the stronger names. So Ayala Corp is shallower. Ayala Land is a shallow pullback considering how the other banks and how the other sectors are performing. So yun, we cannot see any clarity yet. I want you to just be on a wait and see mode. And the market's really heavily investing, or not really investing, but trading or speculating more on Mart. We'll see the next couple of days whether there will be a rotation towards the battered names of the Philippines. When we say battered, it could be a 25% drop. So for instance, Cebu Pacific right now is falling down so far around 20% here. It could fall further about 30 to 35%. So you want to watch these kind of names, especially since the ranges are quite big. Cebu Pacific, of course, had a 70% run up. So drops of about 30 to 50% are likely for these airline sectors. Yon, take a look on the risk mentality of the market if we're gonna get if we're gonna get the weak links a support. Weak links and strong links are to be monitored. Thank you, guys. See you again tomorrow for latest Philippine market updates. Bye bye.